guys, it's 5:40 in the morning. Time to wake up. See the sun's coming up. Starting to hear some rain outside and sprinkling, so time to get up, get dressed, get rolling, get ready to go trout fishing. Well, in the Jeep, 6 a.m., still raining. Got about a 30 to 35 minute drive to get over to where I'm headed. Just like last time, gotta stop and I'll buy a couple hooks and buy some night crawlers just in case if they're trout are not feeding on lures and they're only after live bait. So that's my next stop. So I live in upstate New York near Saratoga Springs. I just crossed over what's called Fish Creek, and I can definitely see the water level has risen quite a bit overnight simply because of all the rain. I'm not sure what time it started raining, but where I'm headed to the Back Kill is just over a half hour away. Back Kill River is renowned for Vermont and New York for large brown trout, and it gets stocked every year or two. Hopefully, the Back Kill is not too high up. Either way, I got my waders and all that stuff, so. But here, it's still raining. It's supposed to lighten up over the next 2 hours, though, but maybe all this rain and heavy water is going to have the fish all stirred up. We'll find out when we get out there. So for those of you who are curious if I'm a bad dad because I don't have my family with me or anything like that, I do take them fishing with me all the time. My 11-year-old son was actually awake this morning when I left, watching his favorite YouTube channel, of course. And he's my big fisherman in the house, loves to go fishing. So I asked him if he was ready to go and wanted to go. He looked right at me, square in my eyes, and said, "Dad, nope, I am not going fishing in the rain." And couldn't force him. So, of course, I said, "All right." Out the door I went. Maybe one day, when he's older, he'll realize that really it's something that I learned when I was younger. Fish tend to feed and bite better in the rain, but he didn't want to go, so I went off on my own. Well, quick, easy stop. Got some more hooks, got some worms. I am kind of kicking myself right now because I'm about 15-20 minutes away from home already. And I just realized that last time I went trout fishing, and I brought the fish inside on my stringer, guess what I left at home this morning in the house? Yep, that would be my stringer. So if I do catch anything today, I'm going to have to look through my Jeep and see if I have any rope or anything like that so I can make a makeshift stringer so I can keep the fish that I catch. This ought to be fun. So what's really adding to my fun trip this morning, besides the fact that I am forgetting things at home, is all this standing water that's on the roads. Making for a really fun drive to get all the way over here to go fishing this morning. Light rain, but the roads don't drain the water, so there's plenty of puddle spots. Making it interesting. So if you're curious as to what I drive, I have a Jeep Patriot that I put a 2-inch lift on and a winch and all that off-road and fun stuff that the road always says you should do. Yada yada yada. I use it every year, all year long for driving, and I also get decked out for when I go deer hunting.
At the next lights, turn left.
Problem is, it still has 2 of the regular Goodyear Wrangler tires on it. I think it's like the STs for street or something like that. They absolutely suck. So they hydroplane like crazy whenever you get any kind of standing water. So, yep, definitely not doing 55. These roads don't drain, so 40 to 45 it is the whole way, so I don't go off the road. Gotta love it. New York roads suck. Not really sure if you can see that or not, but right over there is the Back Kill River. That's in my windshield off to the right. It does look like it's up some, but not too bad. That's where I'm going to be fishing today. And I got about 20 miles of this windy, crappy road to camp down to get to it. It's definitely wider here in this spot. Out the window there. And my wonderfully wet, slick, hydroplaning roads. This will be fun. So anybody who knows me knows I cannot stand driving highways. I went to family's camp for Memorial Weekend Now we're down to just a road, not even a county road. No lines, no nothing. Down a steep hill. At the bottom of this, gonna run into a tiny little residential area that's got like 4 or 5 houses and the covered bridge that goes right over the Bat and Kill where I'm gonna be fishing. So we're almost there. Definitely tell it we're in far eastern New York, right next to the Berkshires. People put their garbage cans down by the roadway for pickup, and they got them protected because of all the bears. And here's the residential area I was telling you about. Pretty old white houses, farmhouses. The Bat and Kill is over to my left. Look at this, it looks just like driving through Vermont. It's such a pretty area over here. And here's my intersection. Right here, we're gonna go left across this covered bridge. That's where we're gonna go. River's right down underneath this. Who could complain about this? Beautiful country. Looks like somebody else might be at the parking area. We'll see. Well, I was wrong. I'm the only one here. The water level doesn't look too high right here. So, time to get the waders and rain gear on and get out there and see what's feeding this morning. It's currently 6:35. I should be starting fishing by 7. One thing I love about New York is when you go fishing, you find a lot of these state signs, Bat and Kill River regulations, notices, special rules, anglers park here. And you can hear the water in the background. That's where we're going, boys. Let's get to it. So in case you're wondering, this is always the fun part, trying to get dressed. Yes, I got my rain gear. Yes, I got my waders. Definitely telling my dad, because I even packed myself an extra pair of clean clothes to get into that'll be dry when I'm all done. So let's get all the rain gear on and get moving. Do I look fat in this? So to answer your question, I've been here 30 minutes and I'm already soaked through. I'm gonna go and switch up to another spot where the water's not quite as fast. Between the rapids right here. And the rain is definitely coming down longer and harder and more steady than I was expecting. We'll see you at the next spot. Well, I made it about 5 miles down the road to the next spot. You can definitely hear the rain still coming. Got an old railroad bridge and a regular road, county road bridge or whatever. I think I'll hide up under one of these. The water looks a little bit slower right here. Then I'll stay dry for a little bit and try some live bait and see if anything's feeding over on this side where the water's slower. Well, I'm at my second fishing spot. There's another angler, probably 400 yards down the stream here fly fishing, so I'll show you what I'm looking at. So right here's the railroad bridge. There's the other bridge, the other anglers down there. We got one pole here, a little hole, but I have a feeling everyone fishes this, so it's not too deep right here. It's maybe about knee high. I'm gonna go right around and stand on the ledge on the other side of the wonderful railroad bridge here and see what I can get in the hole on the other side, and maybe stay a little bit drier. I'm already soaked, so you're never gonna believe this. So I had my blue pole with a worm out in the water. And I'm sitting here about 20 yards downstream. Blue pole's got a worm on it, just sitting there. I'm 20 yards downstream with a spinner, not a single bite. I look up and my pole's going nuts. So I reel it in, reel it in, reel it in. My son was the last one to use it. Hook wasn't tied very tight. Reached over for my net, and the second this fish got to the shore, it snapped right off. So I took a wild swoop and guess of where the fish was and swooped down with my net. You're not gonna believe this. I caught the fish with the net after he got away. That's a nice sized brown. Let's put him on the leader and get back in there for some more. Well guys, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't get a single bite on any of my spinners or lures or anything like that. I caught this one brown when I first got here on a worm. I've had a couple bites on live bait, so I switched to worm, live bait on both my poles now. Nothing's really taken. I've seen one fish jump out of the water, but I don't know what's going on. The rain is, just gone down to a trickle. They should be in here and they should be feeding. This is a big hole. We'll just keep on trying, I guess. See right here in the splashing is the one fish that I did catch. There's a big hole right here under this bridge. So I got one line there. It continues along the middle. So I got another pole with another line right there. We'll just sit back and relax and see what happens. Well guys, that was a hard one. We finally limited out. You're allowed 5 fish, and out of the 5, only 2 can be more than 12 inches, and that's exactly what I got today. So the last 2 fish I got, here's the covered bridge. I tried worming everything here. I went up there, and right off the rapid, I caught a small one, and then the white foam right here, I caught a nice big one. So right in that foam, I caught a nice 15-incher. I had to walk all the way back around the other side of the bridge to get my stuff. Now I'm all dressed and packed up. I'll show you what they look like, and then I'm gonna head home. Oh, there's my total for the day. Here's my one big last one, about 15, 16 inches. That's the first one I got for the day. And 1, 2, 3 stockies. Now I think it's time to get home. I'm sure my wife is pissed. Well guys, this is exactly why I brought a change of clothes with me today, because I was soaked from head to toe. I only get like 1 bar of service here, so I can't FaceTime the wife to let her know I'm on my way home, but I should be home in about 30 minutes, and then I can face the music of being console logged in here. But you know what? I had a blast. I needed a little vacation time away. Now I get to go home and clean some fish. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Well guys and girls, I actually got good enough service. I was able to FaceTime the wife once I got about 3 miles down the road from where I was fishing. And I even told her how happy I was. I did it. I maxed out. I got all 5 that I was allowed. I got only 2 that were above 12 inches like the law requires. And she didn't seem mad at me for being gone for so long. So it's a good thing. You guys get a chance. You find a woman that loves you for who you are and can deal with you and all your shenanigans. She understands I go out hunting all the time, and during hunting season I fill the freezer with venison. She understands I love fishing, and it's meat in the freezer that everybody likes to eat. So once you get a good woman that'll settle and accept you for all your faults and all your hobbies, and be there to support you and stay home and watch the kids and hang out while you get to go off and do things. Once you find a woman that'll do that, you keep her like I did. There's nothing in this world I love more than my wife and my kids. I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna brag, and spend time with my family for the rest of the day. Then I'm going to relax. I am tired. I am sore. It was a long, hard day in the rainy cold. I am tired. But I did it. Now I'm going to go home, and I'm going to just enjoy the fact that I was successful today. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Maybe we'll do some more fishing ones. Sorry I didn't get a chance to record me actually catching any of these fish, but hey, when you're all alone, it is what it is. You can only do so much with the camera. So we'll see you guys next time. Well, to top things off, after a fun, successful day out fishing and catching my limit and having a good time doing it, now I get to enjoy the wonderful drive of these country roads and county roads on the way home and just enjoy the greenery. It's not hot out. The sun's just coming out after the rain, so about 30 minutes I'll be back home with the wife and kids. It's been a good day. Don't get too many of these, so once you get one that's like this, go ahead and enjoy it.